Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Pop Hour, where we take a look at some of the influences of the past on the pop culture of the present. I'm your hostess, Jenna Linsky, and thanks for tuning in. Now, we've all heard of the gems of cinema that all the critics talk about. But are you a fan of a movie that isn't very well known, but you love it, and you're part of a community that loves it too? Well, my friend, what you're interested in is something called a cult movie, and that's what we'll be talking about today. On this episode of Pop Hour, we'll be answering 3 questions. 1, what's a cult movie and what's in its following? 2, how did cult movies influence the cinema? And 3, how did cult movies influence art and leave legacies? Well, I don't want to waste any time. Let's dive in. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's a lie. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi guys! How many of you recognize that reference? Put your hand up. Come on, don't be shy. Well then, you might just be part of the cult following of the movie The Room, directed by Tommy Wiseau. And if you're part of a cult following, then you are the very definition of what makes a cult movie a cult movie. Right now, I'm standing in front of the Mainstream Movies 5. But how many of y'all remember when it was called the Cinema Center? Well, you might have remembered when it was playing a certain midnight movie. What's a midnight movie? Well, it's a movie played at midnight for cult movie fans to witness. And if you're wondering which one it is, it was the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is one of the most infamous cult movies in history. It's even crossed into the mainstream, which is kind of odd, as many critics believe that when a cult movie crosses into the mainstream, it's done for. But that is completely false. So we're going to answer our second question. How did cult movies influence other movies that are now considered classics? Let's find out. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Have you ever looked at a really good movie and thought, I wonder how the director got that idea? Well, here's the thing. Cult movies might be the answer. As we mentioned previously, a lot of people think that the mainstream is the killer of cult movies, but it actually just might be the spark for classic movies. Heck with it, even got cinephilia back on track, and even got it respected. What's cinephilia, you might ask? Binge watching, that's what. That's not the only thing that cult movies have resurrected. Remember Night of the Living Dead? That movie, with a huge cult following, has single-handedly created the zombie genre in modern media. Sometimes, things can be seen as a little bit taboo, if you know what I'm saying. But cult movies aren't afraid to break the boundaries in modern media. John Waters' film, Pink Flamingos, was marketed as a disgusting film, and is still relatively well-known, even today. So, we've already learned about how cult movies influence people and other movies. But there's still one other question we have to tackle. How did they influence art? Well, I know just the place to go for that. Let's check it out. Right now, I'm standing in America's capital, Washington, D.C. There's history, there's art, there's science, there's a lot. But you might be asking, what does that have to do with cult movies? Well, everything here in the capital has something, a legacy. You might not believe it, but some galleries actually have exhibitions for cult movie themed art. Ever been to Santa Monica? You might have missed the Gallery 1988 studio, which hosts a cult movie art exhibition called Crazy for Cult every year. I can only find souvenir shops here. No video stores. Oh wait, they don't exist anymore. But remember when they were a thing? Cult movies made their mark there too, because they had entire sections of them dedicated to cult movies. And I guess there's some on Netflix or something. Ever been to a themed festival? How about a midnight movie? Those places are where cult movies thrive, with movies like the Rocky Horror Picture Show being screened at midnight every week in most cinemas. But if The Big Lebowski is more up your alley, then check out Lebowski Fest, hosted every year in cities across the U.S. It's pretty darn clear the legacy cult movies have had in America and like America. And that was the influence of cult movies on pop culture. And that's what Pop Hour's for, to figure out what influences pop culture today. Hopefully you had fun, hopefully I made you laugh, and hopefully you learned something. I'm Jenna Linsky with Pop Hour, and I'll see you next time. Bye!